The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that a glimmer of hope is shining through the gloom as Steffy secretly prepares to leave Los Angeles to accompany Liam to a remote clinic rumored to possess the technology to treat an inoperable brain tumor that mainstream science has yet to address. From the breathtaking medical journey to the heart-wrenching side stories, this story promises to delve into the fragile relationships of the Forrester, Spencer, and Logan families. After a series of tests, Dr. Grace and Dr. Bridget find the tumor too close to the motor nerve center. Operating right now would be tantamount to signing a death certificate. Instead of giving up, Liam brushes off the advice to enjoy the little time and insists, "I have Kelly and I have Beth. I can't die." It's that tenacity that awakens Steffy's warrior instinct. When she learned that Liam had secretly contacted John Finnegan for help, Steffy immediately expressed that she would leave behind all the CEO glory, even the upcoming haute couture collection, to join Liam in the cure gamble that no one had dared to try. That unwavering devotion was not only Kelly's mother's compassion, it also rekindled the emotional spark that had been smoldering after the broken marriage. Finn had once saved Eric Forrester from a terminal illness with improved plasma technology, so Liam considered him his last resort. Despite his insecurity that his wife was willing to fly halfway around the world with her ex-husband, Finn threw himself into research. He contacted the European Medical Network, accessed gene editing data, and a drug delivery system across the blood-brain barrier. At the same time, Finn hid his loneliness in LA, a land prone to the temptation of Luna. Thanks to Finn's connections, the trio finds clues to a research facility in the Swiss Alps that uses CRISPR CNS therapy, placing a nanochip to decode mutations, then cutting and grafting tumor genes on site before using a microsurgical robot to suck cancer cells through a sophisticated hole. The success rate? 15%. The rate of complications leading to permanent coma? 40%. Steffy is scared, but still signs the commitment, while Liam just repeats, "If I don't try, I will definitely die." While preparing to leave the country, Kelly accidentally overhears the conversation. She bursts into tears and demands to go with her father, afraid that she will wake up the next morning and not be in his arms. Steffy has no choice but to decide. Both Kelly and Beth will go to Europe with their mother and Uncle Liam. This move is no different from placing a fuse next to Finn's potential jealousy bomb, especially when he is forced to stay behind to take charge of the emergency organ transplant, temporarily away from his wife and children. Outside the operating room, the paparazzi whisper that Luna Nozawa is increasingly accompanying Finn in every late-night clinical trial. They are just colleagues at the moment, but the loneliness can turn the lab into a place of comfort. If Steffy were to hear about it, CRISPR therapy might not be as dangerous as the domino effect of Finn-Steffy's marriage once trust collapses. After 3 weeks of microchip radiation, Liam entered the fateful microsurgery. The robotic scalpel trembled under the superconducting current. Every thousandth of a millimeter of error could erase his memories of Kelly, Beth, or even erase his own existence. In the waiting room, Steffy held her 2 children's hands, whispering the promise to bring her father back. Meanwhile, Finn, via video link, directed the surgical team in real time, betting his career if the operation failed. According to insiders, a surprising biochemical signal proved that the tumor had regressed by 60% after the first operation, a number never recorded before. Liam still had to go through a rigorous recovery process, but for the first time, he heard the doctor say he has a chance to live another 10 years. At that moment, Steffy's eyes filled with tears. Kelly hugged her father and cried, and Finn's shoulders slumped between the line of savior and someone who could lose his family. If Liam recovers, what will happen to the brother-Steffy-Finn relationship? Will Finn hold himself back from the Luna undercurrent, or will he demand that his wife choose clearly between her old benefactor and her current husband? Despite countless challenges, the bold and the beautiful affirms, this healing journey will reshape the power structure and love of all three families. Get ready, because every test result, every medical flight can be the prelude to a new storm as soon as the screen switches to the next episode. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that a dark plot as bold as it is sophisticated is being quietly woven by Sheila Carter-Sharp outside the spotlight of the catwalk. This time, the notorious Los Angeles villain isn't acting alone. She's dragging her niece Luna Nozawa into a spiral of guilt, turning the young girl's desire for her biological father's approval into a double-edged sword aimed directly at Steffy Forrester. Here's a detailed, emotionally layered, and dramatic look at the kidnapping plot that promises to redefine the Forrester-Spencer-Logan balance of power in the May sweeps. Blood contract Sheila Luna. When desire meets evil, Sheila knows Luna's heartbreak all too well. Growing up without a father, especially when that father happens to be the famous Dr. Finn. With a honeyed promise of helping her have a complete family, Sheila ties Luna into a dangerous scheme. One handshake, two goals. Luna dreams of being acknowledged by Finn. Sheila dreams of eliminating Steffy forever. Removing Steffy from the chessboard. Steffy is not only Finn's wife, she is also his spiritual rock, and thus, the strongest barrier that makes Finn reject Luna. From Sheila's perspective, to force Finn to open up to his daughter, he must first silence his heart, make him believe that Steffy is dead. That fake death also helps Sheila give Luna the position of the only woman Finn can rely on. Kidnapping scenario framework. 2 targets, 1 arrow. Sheila planned to strike on Thursday, April 24th, the time when the network was bustling for the highest rating sweeps week. The plan consisted of 4 steps: draw a path for the deer to run, simulate a series of ambiguous messages, sowing suspicion that Poppy is haunting Finn, manipulate the schedule. Sheila hid someone on the route Steffy usually drove to the Forrester factory. Evaporate the victim, stage a car accident or break into a villa so that the security camera only records the silhouette of a female hoodie-wearing figure as tall as Poppy. Leave false evidence, sleeping pills in Poppy's trunk, Steffy's hair on a handkerchief hidden in the Nozawa warehouse. When Steffy goes missing, all fingers immediately point to Poppy, who abandoned Luna and was painted by Sheila as a blindly jealous person. Deacon, the unstable card. Sheila still flirts with and soothes Deacon by declaring that she broke up with Luna. He believes because he wants to believe, especially when he has just promised hope to control his brutal lover. That blindness becomes a deadly void. If Deacon discovers this dark corner too late, Steffy may have disappeared without a trace. Hope, a lonely conscience, did not believe that Sheila had reformed. She followed her intuition, secretly tracked Luna's movements, and soon realized the secret meetings with Aunt Sheila. But when Hope brought the evidence to Deacon, he waved his hand. "You're too suspicious." That ignorance forced Hope to act alone, sowing the seeds for an explosive confrontation between father and daughter. Finn, the target of emotional manipulation after the chilling encounter at the hospital where Finn declared that Luna wasn't my child, Sheila argued. He refused because Steffy was still there. So goes Steffy, let Finn receive an anonymous call reporting Steffy missing on the coastal road. Let Finn find Steffy's blood-stained heart necklace, evidence of death. Sheila hugged Luna and appeared just when Finn was in despair, comforting that his new family was standing right in front of him. Jacqueline McInnes Wood's real-life maternity cover. The actress was actually 8 months pregnant, which inadvertently fueled the script. Steffy disappeared for weeks, which fit Wood's maternity leave without disrupting the narrative. When she returned, The character could appear haggard in her lair or, more shockingly, burst onto the set when the child she had just given birth to in real life was old enough to act out the newborn scene. 8. Luna, puppet or counterattacker. Sheila believed she had Luna tied down, but the girl revealed her conscience at the last minute. Luna's inner conflict promises to be the key. Asterisk, if she turns away, Luna becomes a younger version of Sheila, pushing the story into a spiral of father-daughter crimes. Asterisk, if she resists, she becomes the one who holds the secret to help Steffy escape and expose Sheila in exchange for the chance to be truly loved by Finn because of his kind heart. The perfect victim because she abandoned her child, Poppy has the reputation of being a bad mother in the eyes of the public. Sheila exploits that prejudice to set a trap. Fake messages, edited footage, are enough to make the police put Poppy on the top suspect list. Ridge, Brooke, even Bill will be confused. Have we underestimated this woman? Lee's nightmare repeats. After being shot by Sheila last year, Lee secretly saved Finn from death. Now, she may be the only one who suspects Sheila's smell. But does Lee have enough evidence before her beloved daughter-in-law is transported to a secret detention location? Steffy, Prisoner Finn, Emotional Prison. The 2023 story where Steffy thought Finn was dead is now reversed. Finn, amidst his feelings of loss and guilt about Luna, may sink deep into Sheila's comforting embrace, opening his house to her, just like how Steffy opened her heart to Finn when he was resurrected. That would be Sheila's sweetest victory if the script goes well. Deacon, the key to salvation or the trigger for tragedy. If he discovers Sheila's phone, which contains photos of Luna's date or a secret storage facility rental receipt, Deacon can stop the kidnapping. But if he is angry and cuts ties, Sheila has nothing left to lose and can take the next step in her crime, kill the real Steffy to not have to hide the body. Who will be the first to fall? The Bold and the Beautiful is setting up a matrix where every small decision triggers unpredictable consequences. If Hope single-handedly exposes Sheila, will she risk Beth's safety? Will Finn succumb to the psychological blow of his wife is dead? Or will his medical instincts force him to uncover all clues? Will Luna choose blood ties or escape the sinful legacy of the Carter family? And will Deacon, the man who wears his heart on his sleeve, wake up in time or become the final spark that causes Sheila to burn everything down? In this life or death game, time is Sheila Carter's cruel ally. Every second Steffy is held captive, her desire to see tomorrow fades. Buckle up. May sweet promises to plunge viewers into a whirlwind of kidnappings, betrayals, identity swaps, and, possibly, a fake funeral that will rock CBS's screens.